And good morning to everybody. Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are in the world when you watch this. This is one of my few political posts that'll be on my YouTube channel eventually, and it'll make its way to the Patriot Up for Donald Trump America group and my homepage. I won't share it to the pain group, poetry, medical marijuana. But Dr. John, hey John, asked me to look up and try to find a connection between Valerie Jarrett and Michelle Obama's mother. I could not find that. There seems to be no connection to his mother. But I do have quite a bit of information on Valerie Jarrett. I'm going to start right off with going off my phone here. This is called itmakessenseblog.com / evil-Valerie-Jarrett. And it says, yes, there is evil in America. And it said, front page interviews guest today is Dr. Paul Kangerer, professor of political science, Grove City College. Books include The Communist, Frank Marshall Davis, The Untold Story of Barack Obama's Mentor and Dupes, How America's Adversaries Have Manipulated Progressives for a Century. His latest book is 11 Principles of a Reagan Conservative. So, this guy says, I would like to talk about Valerie Jarrett, her background, her relationship with Barack Obama, and her influence in the White House. Let's begin with who she is and her relationship with Obama. She is the single most important and influential advisor to Obama. No one else in the White House or the entire administration was as close to Obama, and still is as close to Obama. She's been described as everything from his right-hand woman to like a sister and even a mother to Obama. To cite some mainstream leftist sources, the New York Times says she's Obama's closest friend in the White House, his envoy, his emissary, and his all-purpose ambassador. Times calls her the ultimate Obama insider. Dana Milbank says that her connection to Obama is deep and personal, and that she's the real center of Obama's inner circle. Hang tight. Okay, had to find another website. Actually, one of them I just went to yesterday disappeared. It's called itmakessenseblog.com. It disappeared. So, this one is called The Truth About Valerie Jarrett, Mystery Woman of the White House, from chicagomag.com. You can see it there. See, Valerie Jarrett got all of her shit started in Chicago. Close advisor and friend of the Obamas, one of the most powerful people. But what exactly does she do? The Chicagoan, often described as a big sister and mother figure to the Obamas. What does she do in the White House? The instant histories of the Obama White House tend to portray her as Obama's pit bull, a woman loyal only to the President and First Lady and her own image. This one guy writes that on agreeing to become Obama's chief of staff, recognized that Rahm Emanuel was his chief of staff, and he recognized that Jarrett would wield such outsized power that he tried unsuccessfully to finesse her into Obama's Senate seat. This guy also speculates that Jarrett was one reason why Rahm hightailed it out of D.C. in late 2010 into the relative ease of the fifth floor. Others in media in Washington circles portrayed Jarrett, who held top positions in Chicago government and business, as a brilliant strategist and thinker who practically runs both wings of the White House when they were in there, and who did as much or more than anyone to put the Obamas there. In 1991, Jarrett, then Mayor Rich Daley's deputy chief of staff, offered Michelle Robinson a job in City Hall. Before she accepted, she insisted that Jarrett meet with her fiancé, Barack Obama. Yes, Michelle Robinson was Michelle Obama. Jarrett promptly took both of them under her wing, and over the years introduced Barack to the inner Daley circle. The Mayor Daley. Daley, from Daily Circle to wealthy business people and the people who mattered in her enclave in Hyde Park, all of which helped Obama as he moved up from community organizer to Springfield to Washington. So which is it? Here's 6 pieces of conventional wisdom about Valerie Jarrett, 57 years old, followed by, in my opinion, the reality. This is this guy's saying. Okay, Jarrett's power in Obama's White House stems from her position as senior advisor. Yes, she holds a conventional power position in the administration, carrying a portfolio that covers such issues as how the administration can boost business and a down economy, implement programs to improve the lives of women and girls, develop better communication with state and local governments and other constituency groups. Okay, the reality is that her power stems from friendship with the first couple, forged by after-hour access. Total trust that her only motive is to protect the first couple's images and advance their interests. Jarrett is not powerful because she creates and implements policy, but because she's the last person the president and or first lady talk to. Sometimes, most times, over dinner in their private dining room. Reportedly, the Obamas who persuaded Jarrett not to pursue appointment to the president-elect's vacated U.S. Senate seat, but instead to keep her close to them in the White House. She vacations with them in Martha's Vineyard and Hawaii, and she can sometimes sound like they're flat. Michelle is fabulous at 50. Obama is just too talented to do what ordinary people do. She even decided who was invited to the small White House parties and state dinners. I mean, she saved the jobs of, like, Eric Holder, who faced calls for her ouster when he announced his decision to bring Khalid Sheikh Mohammed to trial in New York. But in advocating for Holder, she protected not just a personal favorite, but one close to the Obamas as well, after she'd earlier announced the couple wasn't making new friends in D.C. He kept his job and is one of the only 2 cabinet secretaries who will likely serve 2 full terms. We already know that's gone. Now let me get to my notes. I know you wanted me to find something with Barack's mom. Couldn't. But Ms. Jarrett has a history that I will go over here. So, in my opinion, first of all, Obama, his initials are BHO, Barack Hussein Obama. So when you hear me slip up and say butthole odor, I just took the letters of his name and said butthole odor. Yes, that's my up yours, Obama. Butthole. So, anyway, Obama believes he should be crowned King of America. Nothing like this has ever happened. Yes, Franklin Delano Roosevelt served a very unprecedented 4 terms. But part of that was that he inherited the job. He was reelected twice, and I can't remember what kept him in the last time. But he ended up dying in office. But after serving almost 4 full terms. He did nothing but great things for America. Okay? The chicken in the pot and everything. I think that was him. But anyway, when it comes to the government, what is Obama's problem? What is your problem, Mr. Obama? Ex-President. If you want me to put President on your name, it's going to be Ex-President Obama. You're not King of America. You're not King Turd of Shit Mountain either. Okay? You're down at the bottom of the shit pile to me. Okay? All past presidents. Nobody has ever whined so much after serving his 2 full terms, being reelected once. He believes he should be crowned King of America. I'm sorry, you're not even prince status. You're not even a knave to me, sir. I loathe you, Obama. And James Wood says, you're nothing but a socialist meat puppet. Obama's not Obama. Valerie Jarrett's Obama. George Soros is Obama. And Obama is a socialist meat puppet. James Woods. Good actor. Love his activist lookouts. So, anyway. So, he's starting a treasonous plot to overthrow Trump's presidency. Or a coup. Now, Jarrett has been called the big sister to the Obamas and is his pit bull, loyal to Obama, Soros, and Clinton. In 91, Mayor Richard Daley made Jarrett his chief of staff, where she met Michelle, nee Obama, or Michelle Obama, nee Robinson. Offered her the job. Michelle made sure she met Barack under their wing. I already went over that. And she's 50 years old, a senior advisor, creates implements, education. Oh, some of this I already went over from the thing, but like I said, I couldn't find the other website. It came up, that page not found. So anyway, Barack is just too talented to do what ordinary people do. She also said that he had a scandal-free presidency. I'm sorry, but all I saw for 8 years was nothing but scandals. Courtesy of Obama, Jarrett, Huma Abedin, the mole, the Islamic mole, insider of the White House, Huma the mole, Michelle's racist rants, 40 personal assistants. No other First Lady in history had more than 2 personal assistants. She needed 40 people to watch over her and do her lackey work. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if one of them was in charge of the roll of golden toilet paper and wiped her ass after she shat. Okay? It makes me sick that these people think they deserve to be crowned king and queen of America. Okay, that's not the way America is. Okay? We got rid of the tyrants back in 1787. We kicked their asses back out in the War of 1812. Okay? Twice. The British Crown tried to take us over, okay? Now we've got a former president who has Jarrett in his house now as their center of operations as a shadow government with this overthrow and coup. When she supported Eric Holder, she became one of the favorites, or he became one of her favorites, and she earned the name of Eric's Appeals Court. No one wielded as much power as Jarrett did. Okay? She has convinced Obama to start this coup against the new administration, and she's moved into their home as his consigliere to lead fight and strategy to topple Trump. Holder said that Jarrett has been talking to Obama about ways, including fundraising and interacting with state legislators, that could help the new Democratic Redistricting Committee. In other words, these guys are now an offshoot of the Democratic Party. Okay? And I lump them in the group with the snowflakes, because they just can't handle the facts. And the facts are that Donald J. Trump is the president. He was elected by a landslide Hillary demanded a recount. Stupid wench. They found 800,000 to 1,000,000 voters that were either dead or illegal immigrants. So even by the recount, she lost by an even larger margin. And all these Democratic, libtard, snowflake, idiot assholes riding in the frickin' streets, tearing up your neighborhoods, okay? You're ruining your own local businesses, okay? Everybody's got a local barbershop, okay? These people are looting and burning and flipping over cop cars. What the fuck are you doing, okay? What is your goddamn problem? You just can't handle a new... It's been going on for 2 centuries, okay? Even before there were Democrats and Republicans, they were Whigs and other parties. I can't remember all the parties right off the top of my head. It's just everything I've found has pissed me off. And it pisses me off just talking about this, okay? Because this is wrong. You don't try to overthrow your government. Not unless you have the entire army behind you. And everything I have seen, there is not one person in the military that would lift a finger, okay, to point Obama to the bathroom. Okay? If I were currently a soldier and he walked up to me, I wouldn't salute him. He's not my president anymore. I might go, pfft. But I wouldn't point the way to the bathroom for him. Okay? And all these libtard, snowflake assholes that cannot handle the truth. Okay? The Democratic presidents stepped down after their time. If they didn't, and if they were looking for re-election and didn't get it, they stepped down. They didn't invent a government to overthrow the American government. That's tyranny. And like I said, that's what we got rid of 200 years ago, was tyranny. 205 years ago now. 205 years ago, the War of 1812, that finished up in 1816, so yeah, 201 years. Since we finally kicked the Brits out. Okay? We don't need a king, Mr. Obama. You do not deserve a place in this government anymore. You have proven yourself over 8 years to be a worthless piece of shit. Okay? You threw hissy fits. You had a picture of yourself signing into the bill that we're gonna take away guns from everybody with kids standing around you. Guess what? Hitler did the same frickin' thing. When he outlawed guns, he had a picture of himself taken with kids all around him. Yes, I'm liking Obama to Hitler. I've already told you HRC. I call her Hitlery, Shillery, Shitlery, Killery. But this new Democratic redistricting committee, that tells me that it says right there that says that they're trying to forcefully change this government. Now, we've got a Declaration of Independence, we've got a Constitution, and we have a Bill of Rights, and all of them point at what is happening is treason and sedition under 18 U.S. Code something 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 numbers. Let's see. Holder said, it's coming. He's coming, Obama, and he's ready to roll. Throughout all this, Holder says Obama will be a more visible part of the effort. With Obama, Jarrett, George Soros working out from out of the country, because if he comes over here, he's in trouble. But he needs to be pulled over here and sent to put on trial. Okay, and his insurgency has got the goal of ousting Trump from the presidency either by forcing impeachment or resignation. This shadow government they've created is treason to me. Okay? I wouldn't have ever thought of something like this. According to America's freedom fighters, this is all about the Islamification of the United States of America. A dangerous, to say the least, possible future. They want Islam across the United States and seemingly stop at nothing to further their cause. Okay, the FBI has obtained files by Judicial Watch and reveals that Jarrett's father, maternal grandfather, and her father-in-law were hardcore communists and are still currently under investigation by the U.S. government. And had the Obamas under her wing in the Oval Office. Okay? It wasn't the West Wing, it was the Jarrett wing. And she had both sides. She had the East Wing too. Valerie Jarrett even had the balls to say that the Obama administration has been scandal-free. Now she's living in their home as a base of operations. Huma the Mole has been seen there, Huma Abedin was given her own special job in the White House, created by Obama. This was a job that wasn't even a job. From George Washington to now. Okay? He brought in this Islamic advisor. Okay? With the purpose of trying to Islamify this country. Look at Dearborn, Michigan. Dearbornistan. Okay? I would never even visit that place, not unless I was fully armed. Okay? Because the jihad is there. Okay, you want to look for base of operations, look there. You want to look for base of operations, look in every mosque in America. And in at least half of them, you're going to find weapons or explosives saved up for the jihad. That's what the mosques are for. That's what the Turkaya says, is that no Muslim can speak out against another Muslim. So when they say, we're hiding weapons in your mosque, nobody can say shit. Because they'll then be under Sharia's law and have 100 lashes or stoned to death or something. Okay? That's what they want here. Baka Batsai. Raping little boys, dressing them up as girls and raping them. Because Muhammad said women are for children, bearing birth. Children are for bearing children. Women are for bearing children. Boys are for fun. I'm sorry, but I say Muhammad invented a god to cover up his own sick, twisted actions. Okay? What other religion would say that you can marry a girl at 6 years old? You just can't deflower her until she's 9. Anybody see anything there, a problem there? Okay, do we need that in this country? No, we do not. Okay? And people like Jarrett are doing this shit. Jarrett, Holder, Soros, Clinton's hiding, I think, hiding in her hole because she's got heavy shit coming down on her pretty soon. Okay? She has been called a Rasputin-like role in the Obama administration, just as much as Jarrett, and is suspected to be a radicalized Muslim with evil intent towards this country and our people. Fortunately, now we have a Republican majority in the House and White House. Her views on foreign policy, Jarrett has said that she shares buttholes worldview unequivocally. As far as I'm concerned, she probably created it. But anyway, Obama and Jarrett even went on a weekend. No, that's not what I wrote. I can't even read my own writing sometimes. Butthole Odor and Jarrett want a weakened American infrastructure. The infrastructure that Donald Trump was talking about just last week, of rebuilding the infrastructure of America. Okay? Taking care of our roads, taking care of the country. Okay? And her influence on foreign policy, Jarrett has had her hands in almost everything that came from the Oval Office. And the liberal media's job has been to throw up smokescreens and to be unfair and unbalanced in their news reporting, because they're all owned by the top 1%ers. 5 corporations own every station that you see on your cable box. Okay? Every station is owned by the top 1%ers. So they're throwing up smokescreens, and it's all about pushing the Democratic agenda on the American people. Here's 10 things. Jarrett was born 11/14/56 in Shiraz, Iran. Her dad was a doctor. They lived in London for 1 year before migrating to the Hyde Park area of Chicago. Her great-grandfather, Robert Robinson Taylor, was the first African American to graduate from MIT. That's a nice positive thing for her. She did her undergrad work at Stanford, got a law degree from the University of Michigan. In 1983, she married longtime childhood friend William Robert Jarrett, doctor and son of Chicago Sun-Times columnist Vernon Jarrett. In 1988, they divorced, and her ex died in 1993 from a heart attack. Their only child, Laura, is studying Harvard Law. She worked at 2 private law firms, eventually specializing in commercial real estate. Then she worked in Chicago's law department under Harold Washington, mayor, and then held a series of positions under Mayor Daley. Most recently, by this article, April of 2009, she was the CEO of the Habitat Company, a real estate development and management firm in Chicago. Met Obama in 1991. Michelle insisted that she meet Bowie, and Michelle strangely ended up working in the mayor's office too, and all 3 of them have been as thick as thieves since. From a 2015 article by AmericanThinker.com, DC insiders believe that if Obama truly seeks compromise with Republicans, he should start by getting rid of Valerie Jarrett. But as a close family friend and now in collusion for the sedition and treason, Obama aides have long resented Jarrett's selfish and haughty demeanor. And like I said, she was regular dinner guest for the Obamas. I mean, she had her own place in the White House. Bowman, her father, was very active in the communist student group American Youth for Democracy, as well as the International Labor Defense, and the ACP-FB, the American Conference for Protection of Foreign Policy, of Foreign-Born, American Committee for Protection of Foreign-Born. Like her, she was born in Iran. But this has been linked to communist activities. And Jarrett herself learned a lot from good old dad and granddad. People were shocked when W. Bush started, "You're either with us or you're with the terrorists." Well, Jarrett has taken these words to a whole new level when she stated that there would be a hell to pay for Obama critics in the second term. Okay? And I've been one of his critics. Nobody's come after me yet. If I disappear, you'll know why. But all this is on the internet. Okay? All of this was straight off the internet. Okay? So believe it. I mean, right now the U.S. food stamp program has increased people and paying them to sit on their ass. It's almost doubled. The food stamp program is almost doubled in the last 6 years. One connection, Barack Obama and Valerie Jarrett, Eric Holder, Michelle Obama even. I think Michelle comes up with ideas, and Jarrett and Barack get together and they put all this shit together and they go, let's overthrow the government. Well, let me tell you something. Butthole, Jarrett, Michelle, Michael Robinson, Kicks with Dicks, whatever. You people are not king and queen of America. Okay? You're not even freaking, you're not even human beings to me. You're pieces of crap. Okay? You're just random piles of cow shit in the middle of a field. That's all you are to me now. Obama was my sink for 8 years. If I was in the army, he's commander-in-chief for 8 years. It's over. Get over it, people. And that's what the whole thing with these libtard snowflakes throwing their goddamn tantrums and going, I hate Donald Trump because he hates. And they don't see the irony. They don't. That's why they're called libtards. And snowflakes, because all they have to do is, once they land on the ground, they just melt and turn into a tear. Oh, we wanted Obama for the third term. We wanted Clinton. Oh my God, you know what would have happened to this country if Hillary was in charge? Nuclear freaking holocaust. Okay? We dodged the bullet. We need to stand up behind our current president, and this shadow government needs to be shut the fuck down. Mosques need to be closed. Okay? Islam is not a religion to me, so I don't think they deserve the religious rights that we give people in this country, because religion does not mutilate females' vaginas. They do not rape boys. Okay? It's a sick, evil, twisted cult. Okay? Just read the Quran. I have 3 times. Once in Farsi. I know what's in there. I've posted on my Patriot group from Twitter, Questioning Islam by Peter Townshend. That book. It's got a lot of stuff in it that is truth. That it came from the book. But they're like impossible things. And all this happened way after Muhammad's death. Supposedly this is from notes found and stories and third-party stories coming down the line throughout the years of you can marry a 6-year-old and rape her at 9. Okay, they can rape boys and dress them up as girls, and they can stone women. And when they stone women, they bury them up to here with their arms. Okay, they can't get out. Men that are sentenced to stoning to death are only buried up to here. Oh my God, what can they do? Get out of the hole. It's a male-dominated cult. Okay? Just look at the difference. Iran in 1970. Girls were wearing skirts in the classroom. Everybody had on a little different shirt. Everybody was dressed nicely. 2015, black burqas, nothing but eye slits. It's the whole room, the whole class, nothing but black burqas. The subjugation of women is something that really, really, really pisses me off. Okay? You don't hit a woman. You don't rape a woman. These people do it as a part of their culture. And it's wrong. It's evil. It's vile. makes me want to vomit just thinking about what Muhammad had in his mind and how that asshole thought. Okay? Because and I can't believe these people that follow. Okay, you people out there that are American Islamic converts, you're fucked up in the head. I don't give a shit what you think of me. You're fucked in the head. Okay? Because if a woman wants to be subjugated and join Islam, then you're one of those women that wants a codependent relationship, that wants to be beaten, okay? That's what you're looking for if you go to Islam, okay? Because you're going to look at nothing but strict laws that you have to follow. The men don't. Because like I said, it's a male-oriented society, and their poor excuse for religion is also male-dominated. Men have the ability to do everything. Women have the ability to do nothing but bear children. And by God, if so much as a hair sticks out of their burqa, they can get 100 lashes. Valerie Jarrett, Butthole Odor, Michelle Obama, Eric Holder even, Hillary Clinton, George Soros, they all want to overthrow America. Let me tell you something. Don't fucking try it. Admiral Yamamoto in 1941, just before Pearl Harbor, which he was the one that launched the attack on Pearl Harbor. The Admiral Yamamoto was in charge of the Japanese fleet. The Zaibatsu, the businessmen that still run Japan, is the Zaibatsu. It's a group of businessmen. Okay? Their king, whatever person they revere and all, is just a figurehead. Okay, who is it? Hirohito. Hirohito back in World War II. He was nothing but a figurehead. The Zaibatsu business owners were the ones that created World War II. And Admiral Yamamoto told the Zaibatsu, when they set up plans, we want you to take out the American fleet at Pearl Harbor. Yamamoto said, it's a mistake to invade America, because there would be a gun behind every blade of grass. That's even more true now. Okay, of our population of about 320 million people in America, almost 60 to 80 million, I think. Hang on, I'll be right back. Okay, I found it right away with a little simple Google search. 3% of Americans, 3%, own half of the country's 265 million guns. See, we're pretty close to having almost one gun per citizen in this country. Okay, 265 million compared to 315 million. 3%. Overall, Americans own an estimated 265 million guns, more than one gun for every American adult, according to the study by researchers at Harvard and Northeastern University. So, with almost, as of January 5th last year, a Congressional Research Service, there was twice as many per capita in the U.S., and they were in 1968. And they more than 300 million guns in all. This was from last year. And percentage of American households, it's 32%. The Gallup, and this is in 1914, General Social Survey in 2014 was 32% of households owned a gun. October 2015 Gallup survey showed a higher rate of 43%, including guns kept on property outside the home. Like if you have a gun under the counter at your job. And right now, our ownership has dropped to the lowest in nearly 40 years. Okay? Americans alone own more guns than the American military, all services put together, and the UN Army. Okay? You cannot overthrow America. Remember Yamamoto's, there'd be a gun behind every blade of grass. Do not advocate to overthrow America. Okay? Stop the Islamification of this country. We cannot afford to try to live with these people because they have proven to be the worst people ever. Look what happened when Merkel let them into Germany. Kicked Germans out of their homes. So the Germans took their belongings with them. Merkel gave all these refugees new furniture, cell phones, computers, Wi-Fi, everything. Merkel handed them everything. What did they do? They pissed on women in public. They've committed terrorist acts. All the brand new furniture that they were given, they set it on fire and threw it out in the streets. Brand new stuff given to them by the government of Germany. Well, Merkel found out that she fucked up. Mrs. Merkel, you really fucked up. You screwed the pooch. Okay? And now England has done it too. Okay? That's the first place where I heard of an Islamic man whipping out his dick and taking a piss on a woman in Britain. Does that sound like a religion to you? Okay? When was the last time your Catholic priest told you to go out and piss on somebody? When? Okay? Everybody knows I'm an atheist. And I hate the hypocrisy of confessional and being absolved of your sins so that you can go back out and re-sin. Just have some frickin' morals. If you have morals, you don't need a God. Okay? You don't need that. You can have faith without a deity. Okay? I have faith. I have a lot more faith than a lot of religious people. But my faith is in a different direction. Okay? My faith is in myself. And I improve myself with my research. I tell you, I teach myself. I've been teaching myself medical marijuana from the basics. Okay? And I research things like this for Dr. John. John, I could not find a connection with Barack's mom, but Jarrett's whole family was communists. So, this is 43 minutes. It's long enough. I'm not going to post this until tomorrow. I won't, which is Tuesday. You'll see this Tuesday, which I'll be shooting just a marijuana video today to upload to YouTube. Then I'll upload this to YouTube tomorrow morning. And if time permitting, I'll shoot another video tomorrow afternoon. But I still need questions and topics on medical marijuana that I can help answer. It gives me a chance to do more than just reiterate and repeat what's on my notes. But since we're growing and we're gaining members, we're up to 120 again. After I got rid of some dead weight, we went below. Now we're back to 120 or 121. Somebody just joined. James, I still need you to accept my friend request. Beth's in the group. You need to accept my friend request before I can add you. It won't let me. And that's one thing I wanted to say about my groups. This woman last night, Sunday night, made a comment. I shared a political post about the rioting, and how these Trump supporters were getting beaten down by a mob. She goes, oh, we just need to stop the violence, this, that, the other thing. And the very end of her comment was I saw the blue link. And I followed it. And it was to a site to sell illegal weed. It had nothing at all to do with my post. Okay, but she piggybacked in on my comment, thinking that she could get away with it. And stupidly put a picture of buds there. That's what kicked me off. I might not have seen it if she had just commented. Dumb wench. Stupid bitch. But you put that link in there. You make me look bad. I'm trying to legalize marijuana for millions of people who need it as a medicine. And you super frickin' stoner assholes trying to sell weed through the mail is not doing the legalization movement good. You're doing bad, okay? You need to get off of it. Stop trying to sell weed through the mail, and do not ever piggyback in on one of my posts or comments and try to put in an illegal link for weed sales, because I will block you and I will turn you into the FBI. I do not give a shit. I want legalization. Illegal sales is a one strike against us. Okay? So you super freaking stoners over here and you anti-weed Nazis over here, the both of you have got to get your shit together. This side, get off it. Cannabis is safe. This side, stop giving us a bad name. We're patients. We're patient, stuck in the middle between these two super ends of the spectrum, okay? It's very wrong. It's going to be part of my video for the weed group, too. I just wanted to add it to this, okay? Because all my groups discuss medical marijuana, because it's a political thing, too. I want Donald Trump to legalize marijuana. I'm tagging him in my videos, and I'm tagging him when I post the videos, and I'm saying, Mr. Trump, please, a multi-trillion-dollar crop, oil independence, okay? Yes, keep some of your oil going. Let those, but they're making mega millions, billions, and okay, these CEOs with their multi-trillion, million-dollar contracts and bonuses at the end of the year. The Gulf oil spill, okay? Hemp biodiesel, either ethanol or methanol, is 8 times superior than corn ethanol. And either one of them, if you spill it on the ground, guess what? It's fertilizer. You do not need hazmat crews. You're not killing wildlife. You're not killing the flora and fauna. The Gulf oil spill did. Sea life, waterfowls, beaches that are closed for the next freaking century because their oil has gotten deep into the sand of the beaches. Okay? And it's hazardous for people to go swimming there. Okay? You don't want your head to go underwater. You shouldn't even be near a beach like that. Okay? That's some of the crumbling infrastructure that Trump needs to fix. And Obama needs to get off of his frickin' soapbox and stop trying to be king of the world. And he needs to be put in his place. And all of them. Obama, Clinton, Jarrett, Holder. Okay? Holder did not do the proper job of being an attorney general. He did not. He did not follow the Constitution or Bill of Rights properly. He was a shitty attorney general. And Valerie Jarrett, you are a communist cunt. That's what I say to Obama, Jarrett, George Soros, all of you. Up your ass. Okay? Like stick a firecracker up your ass and light it. Okay? Don't fuck with my country. Patriot the fuck up America and stand behind number 45, Donald J. Trump. Thank you. Dr. John, hope I found enough stuff for you. If you have different search criteria, I might be able to find different things, but this was all I could glean from what the time I had. And I wanted to shoot this today so I can get it out on Tuesday. So, peace out. Free marijuana from the prison of ignorance. Be ready. Stay ready for the jihad. Get a gun. Learn how to properly carry it, concealed or open, but protect yourself. Because when you see somebody that looks like here in the desert, and somebody's wearing a nice heavy jacket, bomb. Just think about it. This is a desert. People don't wear winter clothes down here. Okay? So if you see somebody wearing a big heavy winter jacket, there might be some explosives underneath there. You might want to check him out. Watch out when he reaches in the pocket for the little plunge detonator. But that's it, okay? The jihad is here. There's cities full of these radicalized Muslims. And as I've said before, if only 9 to 10% of Muslims are radicalized, why aren't the remaining 92% kicking their fucking asses? Why? I'll tell you why. Because as I've said before, the jihadist, radicalized Muslim wants to cut off your head because you don't believe in Allah. The moderate Muslim holds you down. Peace out. Patriot up. Thank you.